Welcome to the R&B Only show. Please note that the opinions expressed here belong solely to the hosts and guests, not to Colors Worldwide Inc., our affiliates, or sponsors. The content is provided as is for entertainment and information purposes only, without any guarantees of accuracy or completeness. Colors Worldwide Inc. is not liable for any errors or omissions, nor does mentioning products or services imply endorsement. This disclaimer is subject to change, and we encourage our audience to stay updated.
Shout out to Victoria Monet. On My Mama is now certified platinum. He's not
going to put it on streaming services. He's going to put it on his website and make you pay directly from his website.
I literally had to get wheeled off of stage, lost my voice, had no voice. You was bringing me tea. You was there.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah,
yes, I was like, tea.
R&B only.
Welcome back to the R&B Only show, your one-stop shop for all things R&B. I am Jovy E.
And my name is Tiara. Monique, happy day to you wherever you're tuning in from. How you feeling today, Jovy?
I am feeling sensational. We had
sensational,
darling. Shout out to Future. We had a jam-packed weekend and week, honestly. It's just been one thing after another.
Everywhere. Where you been at?
Child, I was in Dade County, Miami Gardens to be exact.
Okay.
You know, I'm from the 305, so I was right at home.
Went right at home for the weekend.
We got media passes for this outstanding festival called Jazz in the Gardens Music Fest.
Seen it. How was it? Because I heard about that very last minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had no idea about that.
They've been around for 17 years.
Okay, I don't know why I'm so late.
17 years, but I think they're recently going through like more of a rebranding and bringing in bigger artists.
Okay.
It was definitely an aunties fest.
Yeah.
They was outside. It was like the perfect balance of like aunties and just like a smidge of Miami ghetto, which like is like just my scene. Like that's just my vibe. I felt so at home.
Who was headlining?
The headliner for night one was Summer Walker. It was Summer Walker, DeVito Fields, Jasmine Sullivan, Fantasia.
All in one night?
Tink, Omarion. This was all one day.
Wow.
This is one day. Omarion, Tink.
Actually, you know what?
I saw Eric Bellinger.
I saw videos of Tink's performance.
She looked great.
I know.
She was phenomenal.
I just feel like she went too early. I'm like, there was no crowd there for her.
Not only, the way that the festival was set up, it's like, it was, first of all, it was an all-seated festival. People brought long chairs and stuff, and then they had chairs, like rows.
I guess that's a good thing. You said aunties out there.
Yeah, you know. Well, the layout of the, like, they want their space. The older generation, they want their space, and they're going to respect other people's space. So even with like the biggest headliners up, like people are not rushing the stage trying to like, people are staying in their seats in their rows. Like you can walk freely.
I mean, that makes sense for the age range.
Then further back, like it was fuller further back than it was up front. So even though it looked empty up front during her set, back is where
that's where they can bring their own chairs and stuff.
That's where they can bring their own chairs, and it's like a bunch of food vendors and stuff.
That's
it was
my
still
type
packed.
Of section back there. Yeah.
They had a bunch of IMAG screens. They had them like up front and
so you could see everything.
You can see everything.
So that was just night one. Who played on night two?
Night two was Babyface. Night two was, Maxwell was the headliner.
Okay.
But then we also had DJ Cassidy brought out Uncle Luke, a Miami legend. Too Short, Lil Kim, T.I. Who else? Marsha Ambrosius. Who else? Tamia.
Marsha. I like this lineup.
It was a jam-packed.
I'm loving this lineup. Did I also see Jeezy in some videos?
Jeezy. Who else am I missing?
This is an interesting.
October London.
Okay, I like this lineup. It's like everywhere.
It was, and it hit all of the generations.
It's very eclectic. I like that.
It was a great vibe. It was a great vibe.
Damn, I'm kind of mad I missed it.
It was a great vibe. I had a great time.
I'm glad you did. Even working, getting your interviews in.
Make sure you look out for that QTNA interviews. We got
content
some
coming soon.
Star-studded. Okay, because I was working.
Shout out Jovy E.
Go ahead and watch that.
Out there working in the streets.
I must say, I do have Jaheim, let me tell you.
So he took a break from the tour and came over to the festival.
Quick little, he did a smidge of Luther's House Is Not a Home. And remember how we said like
the comparison between the two?
And he sounds like, if I close my eyes, it was Luther up there singing.
That's how I feel about October London. Did he sing any
Marvin Gaye
songs?
He sounds just like Marvin Gaye.
He does, but did he do any of his songs?
Yes, he did he used one of his songs as like a segue into his song.
Yeah, because he sounds just like
very Marvin Gaye.
Like
he was up there with his cigar and his drink.
Just like he said.
Up there with his cigar and his drink. Let me tell you how Babyface
had a good time.
Babyface was up there with his band. His background singers and a mic, and that is all. Like there was no there was just him.
Oh, I'll believe it. Babyface is a singer.
When I tell you that 45-minute set,
just
hit after hit after hit.
And he was also singing like the songs that he wrote too, not just the songs that are...
The songs he like. That man can tour for the rest of his life. Oh, he's almost 66, and he is putting on a show. The aunties was loving it.
I can only imagine how they was out there.
Loving it.
Damn, that sounds like a great weekend. My weekend was way chiller than yours.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
How was your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah.
I had a break from traveling, so I was just watching y'all's stories, seeing how the festival went. I'm over here on TikTok like Jazz in the Garden. Like, I'm trying to see what's up. Well, I'm gonna get a flight next year.
Pull up. No, Jazz in the Gardens it's an entire vibe, and like I said, because it's like more of a grown and sexy kind of vibe, like. You can it's just like space. Right. Nobody all breathing on you and like,
yeah, that's the one thing about festivals that I just can't get with, and that's why I'll pay a little bit extra if I'm going, because the general admission section, it just be too.
It's just too much.
Just in your space. Like you said, I like a little bit of elbow room.
Yeah, like Speedy said, give me favoritism, okay? Give me something.
I need the VIP section, please. Okay,
give me something else. But yeah, shout out to the folks at Jazz in the Gardens who really, really looked out.
Wow,
really looked out.
I'm
in a
jealous.
big way.
I got FOMO right now. Just thinking about it. Yeah,
it's a great time.
I miss all the performances. I seen Fantasia look right at y'all.
Kurt Franklin too.
Yeah, I was jamming, bumping Kurt on the way to the studio today.
Jumping,
I believe it.
Jumping, took him to church.
I believe it. That tour that they just went on. What was it, like the reunion tour with all of the big '90s gospel artists? I heard that tour was like a gospel party, like just around the world. So I can only imagine how Kurt Franklin was. Yeah,
played the piano,
nonstop moving the whole time, just
nonstop,
energetic, huh?
Like turned us into a choir for real.
I should have been in Miami. What was it, Miami?
Miami Gardens.
I should have been to Miami this weekend.
Miami Gardens,
missed it.
Right at home.
Next year we're gonna be there. I'm going with you next.
Right at home. Pull up.
Shoot, damn.
Great time.
And well, speaking of shows. Last week we was talking about, all the R&B tours that are coming up, and one of we was talking about Tyla. He canceled.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Because of injuries, he said.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
I know that touring really takes a toll on these performers and their bodies. So I'm glad that she's listening to her body and not forcing it just for the sake of like the rollout.
Yeah. Right. Which is interesting because I know she's about to drop an album.
Yeah.
And it's not like ideal for you to not tour after your album comes out. That's why I'm like, it must be an actual injury for you to not be going on the road. I know a lot of people online have been saying like it's
speculating
ticket sales, and I'm like, y'all, if
rude.
You don't really know,
yeah,
don't really say anything, but that is rude though, because like I said, like
I'm glad that she's listening to her body,
right?
For sure.
If you're about to put an album out, don't nobody want to not go on tour and promote the work that you've been doing and all these fans you've been building. So,
but if anything, fingers crossed that this album is like lives up to the hype and like is an album, a body of work that then after, once she recuperates from whatever's going on, that like then she can tour and people like just quiet out all the naysayers and stuff.
I hope so. Because from what I've been hearing though, I think the album gonna be a hitter.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't doubt it.
I hope so.
I hope so. I don't doubt it.
You know.
Yeah, but y'all should stop talking about it though, because she probably really is hurt.
Right.
Because that stuff be happening, especially when you got like 2-3 shows in a row. Voice be gone.
You know. We did those 4 shows back to back in St. Louis.
That's the one. I literally had to get wheeled off stage, backstage, lost my voice, had no voice. You was bringing me tea.
Yeah.
You was there. Yes. That's right. Yeah, Jovy was there.
I had tea.
I had no voice. Literally had to bring me tea on stage. But it's like, I wasn't like physically in pain. Like I could still move, but it does take a toll on your body.
For sure.
So I can only imagine like having a physical injury where you cannot move, you can't dance. And I'm not doing what
8 count.
Yeah,
shit.
She's
like
not the entire. Like I mean, I might do a little 8 count, but I don't have 3 hours worth of choreography. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not moving like that the whole time. Like I do need a fan, but I don't need a Beyonce fan like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not all of that. So I can only imagine like if you hurt and how taxing that can be on your body. And,
for sure.
And this tour, I think it was like every day.
Damn near.
Yeah, it was like back to back to back. Like there's no time for breaks. You need time to like recover and have time for your body and just chill. Take a nice hot bath with some Epsom salt.
Speaking of performing, not to go back to Jazz in the Gardens because I'm still there mentally, but to go back,
I'm still there.
Fantasia. I just need to give a shout out to Fantasia.
Miss Barino. Is her last name still Barino?
She's an actual rock star. She's made Proud Mary damn near her song. She took her shoes off.
I believe it.
She took her shoes
off.
There's
not a performance where she won't take her shoes off.
And she was really, and I took notes because she was really adamant about people like getting off their phones. She said, now put your phone down so you can get your money's worth.
I've seen
and
that.
then proceeded to break it the hell down. Like,
I've seen that during like the intro of her show. She'll like come out and be like, take your pictures
now.
Here, I'm dressed now, y'all. My makeup is good. My hair look good. My shoes are still on. Like, get your pictures. Okay, you got them. Put your phones down. We about to party now.
Yeah, she'd be up there acting a fool. And,
I believe it.
My videographer and I, Jimmy, we were in this area where it was like a titanium section where they had like free food and drinks. So like, seated.
My favorite type of section.
You know what I'm saying? Real chill. And there was a couple sitting behind us after, like during Fantasia's set and after her set was over, because this was the night that Summer Walker was the headliner.
Okay.
So it was like Fantasia, then Jasmine Sullivan, then Fields, then DeVito, then Summer Walker. And the guy was like, yeah, they should have had Fantasia close out the show. They should have had Fantasia close out the show. Summer Walker not going to do that. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Summer Walker's
I can only imagine
not.
that energy.
Yeah, Summer Walker's not going to go. Summer Walker's going to sound outstanding, and so does Fantasia, because Baby the Mic was on. But
how was Jasmine Sullivan?
Jasmine was cool. We actually left midway through her set just to avoid, the like traffic of like finding an Uber and all that stuff. She sounded, she like I said, she can sing the phone book.
Yeah.
Like I said, and dude, like she sang immediately. The first 3-4 songs that we heard were like all songs that like I'm leaving the concert, the festival, singing along. Yeah. Still, like she just.
Yeah, Fantasia and Jasmine Sullivan in one night.
Yeah. But the guy was trying to tell me that like Summer Walker don't have the songs. And I'm like, no, Summer Walker got the songs.
I just don't think like
she just doesn't have the stage. Yeah,
level.
It's not. Yeah,
isn't she still going through her like social anxiety thing, or she's over that? She's
I mean, I don't know.
She seems to be better,
but still, even at
the how did height, she look that night, y'all? You didn't
I didn't see it. We
left before.
Yeah, we left. Okay. Yeah, we left. But I did stay for Maxwell. I had to. My mama would have had my head if I wouldn't have stayed for Maxwell.
You gotta do a little something.
Yeah.
Got to do a little something.
Fantasia girl.
I'm happy to just see a lot of these R&B artists coming back out and being on these festival lineups, like Dreamville just announced, and Monica is one of the headliners, and Chris Brown and Jeremiah.
That's a nice lineup.
It really is.
I feel like Dreamville gets it.
Have they always had R&B like this though?
I feel like they do a nice mix.
Yeah, I know Ari's always there.
Yeah, because
is she on this? Because I didn't see her name. But she's a Dreamville artist, right?
I'm sure she'll pop out.
I mean, I would hope so. Maybe if it has like a Dreamville day, like J. Cole and Dreamville artists, maybe.
It looks like that would be day 2. Well, no, because they're kind of spread out. Earth Gang and Lou are on day 1, but the NJID are on day 1.
So maybe there's just no Ari Lennox. Maybe she
got to pop out. She got to pop out.
I don't know.
There's no way.
That's what I was thinking about too, though. I'm like, isn't she a Dreamville artist? And I saw SZA and Chris Brown. There's like a hip hop day and an R&B day. The SZA and Chris Brown are the headliners for the first day. And J. Cole and Nicki Minaj are the headliners for the second day. So I'm like, okay, there's more R&B vibes on that day.
No, it looks like the R&B is pretty spread out. Well, yes, headliners.
That's what I'm talking about.
Headliners, yes.
So I would think Ari Lennox would be on that day, like right underneath Chris Brown or,
If anything, I see J. Cole bringing Ari Lennox out during his set.
Yeah?
If anything. That's what I would see more.
Yeah, I just can't imagine her not being there.
There's no way she's not going to be there.
But that's a festival that I would
Money
have to
Long
get
again. Money
2
Long.
days for.
Money Long. Get into the
tickets.
bag.
Yeah, she at every single festival.
Get into the. I really can't wait to see
again. Monica Key Glock.
I can't wait to see Tizo Touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he's going to put on a really dope set.
I'm excited to see Jeremiah back in the lineup. I want him to redeem himself, because the last few shows I've been seeing like videos as far as live stuff after the pandemic. People been talking mess. His voice been breaking, and I'm like, oh, not the voice crack, Jeremiah. We know you can sing, so prove it to us. That's all I'm saying. I'm excited to see him on the lineup. Yeah. This is a festival though. I will go both days because I don't want to miss anything.
I love a good 2-day
Nicki Minaj
fest.
and Monica. Okay, Monica is on tour with Nicki Minaj. And I will say, the fans are saying it is a great show. The real diehard fans are saying they love the show.
The whole show?
However, there's a section, and this is on the Pink Friday tour, y'all, not the Dreamville Fest. On the Pink Friday tour, y'all know Monica is like the supporting act. I'm not going to call her an opener because she's nobody's opener. So she is a supporting act, and she's going first before Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj comes on after Monica, and I think there's like a 15-minute intermission. Monica comes back on stage in the middle of Nicki Minaj's set. So the only thing the fans don't like is Nicki Minaj is literally going from like Roman's Revenge and Fuck the Club Up, that type of feel, and then Monica gets on stage and sings like Before You Walk Out My Life.
I will say the clips that I've seen of Monica singing, that mic is
no, Monica, that's never been
phenomenal.
A question, you know?
She sounds phenomenal.
I think the question more was like vibe.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I can see would be like weird if you like in the middle of going up and you rapping old school 2007 through 11 Nicki Minaj lyrics, and then Monica come out and she's singing some, ballads. It's just a totally different. Yeah. It's an energy switch. Not saying that it's wrong, but that's what the fans are nitpicking. But seems like the tour is going great. I didn't say nothing. You see Jovy's eyes? It's not me today, y'all. It is not.
I've seen some clips of some interesting things going on tour, but
and what? Talk about it. What happened? Nothing?
I'm excited to see
the Dreamville
Fest. Get us a media pass. Know what I'm saying?
And it's in Raleigh, so shout out to Raleigh, North Carolina. And what else we talking about today?
Child, there was did it start as an Instagram post? I think it was like a story post. James Blake posted on his story. He went on a quick rant. I think it started on his Instagram.
And he took it to
and then he posted it and then went, or maybe it did start on Twitter and then it went to Instagram. Either way, he went on a rant about just the way that music is being made and the way that artists are being compensated for their music or being able to like capitalize. So he says that streaming services don't pay properly. Labels want a bigger cut than ever and just sit and wait for you to go viral on TikTok and don't pay properly, which we've heard this time and time again. And touring is getting a lot more expensive for artists. So we know that touring is a way that historically has been a way that
for artists to make most of their money.
Exactly. And if that's getting more expensive with like gas prices, the like unions of like wherever they're going, all these things, then like they're making less in the way that they've historically made the most of their money.
True.
Streaming services don't pay.
Very true.
It's a lot of things that artists are having to deal with in today's day and age. And he just put a lot of voice to that. And a lot of artists and fans, I think, were really, what's the word?
Chiming in.
We're chiming in, yeah, and co-signing what he said. And it made for a really interesting conversation. I even saw that Kanye posted, Kanye's on his like album listening tour with Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah.
And he was saying that, he has 20 million followers on Instagram.
Right.
He was like, the next volume 2 and 3 of, is it called Vultures, I think?
Yeah, Vultures. Mm-hmm.
Vultures, he's not going to put it on streaming services. He's going to put it on his website and make you pay directly from his website. And he's like, I have 20 million followers on this one platform.
You don't have to use these streaming services and these, and social media sites.
Now, everyone can't go down that route.
Well, they can't, but in a sense you can, because if you have, I don't know, these independent artists be having like, 50,000 followers on Instagram. Mm-hmm. 50,000 followers, you take a good like 10 to 20% of those people will always pay for something that you do. So if you don't need all 50,000, if you have 10,000 people that will pay for something that you're selling for the rest of your life, if you sell something for $1, you can make $100,000 a year off of them.
Yeah. I think Xavier Omar also, I think he rolled a project out on a site that allowed fans to pay what they want to like listen to the music, to get access to the music.
I think that's smart, like a donation base. I think that's what La Russell does.
Yeah.
And I think it's smart to like go both ways, you know, like also put your stuff on the streaming sites, but also have your own platforms where you can make your own money from it and you can generate an income. Because it is true what he's saying, especially like renting these venues now as an independent artist. I know me like trying to get venues, it's like 3 times the cost it was before the pandemic just to rent it out.
Oh, so the pandemic is what changed things, you think?
I think, because people are trying to make their money back. So, and I'm just DJing.
Yeah.
So I'm not renting as much space, and as I don't have as big of a team that I have to pay for when I go rent these venues out. But I know in 2019 versus what they're trying to get now, it's totally different. And there's not like any other benefits to like thing that
anything more that you're getting
no
for
enhancements
this higher
or anything.
price.
It's the same exact thing. So
yeah, I think artists are definitely gonna have to diversify the way that they go about sharing their art. But he makes valid points. I think he even talks about how like if you want something fast and cheap, then like the quality isn't gonna the quality isn't gonna be there. And it's like they're prepping you for AI generated music, which you know I'm very anti AI. I mean,
which makes sense though. I was like, ooh, I kind of feel what he's saying though. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of songs where it's like, oh, this is Adele's version of blah blah blah, and I'm like, did Adele really record this? I'm like, no, it's AI music.
I can't.
So if they can put out music without having to like record it,
crazy,
and we're gonna be eating it up, like
Scary.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
Scary.
The art form is lost. But yeah, I do agree, and I just think that I think they just have to use both. So use the streaming sites that are there, use what's being handed to us already, use social media, use what's free, but also create your own platform to generate your own income and other streams of income from your art.
Someone who's been very good about utilizing and creating their own platform. Tank,
R&B money.
Tank be getting to the money.
To the R&B money.
Everybody. Okay. We say this because, of course, he has an outstanding podcast, but he's also going on tour. Tank is going on tour with Carrie Hilson and Carl Thomas.
Yes, I am excited about this tour.
Yeah, that's going to be another Auntie
This is a show
Fest.
I want to see.
That's going to be a grown and sexy
I'm just happy that
baby.
he's like, he has these artists on tour with him. First of all, we got Carl Thomas, another R&B legend that slipped through the cracks of Bad Boy. Like, I'm so happy that he is found and not forgotten. And because that first album, Emotional, oh my goodness. That
one of them ones for
that
sure.
That deserves to be toured. Just that album deserves to be toured. So I can't wait to see what he's going to do, how much time he's going to have. Carrie Hilson, I feel like she didn't get like the time and the marketing that she deserved from whatever label she was signed to at the time, because I feel like she could be like what a Tiara is right now. She's just not, you know. I feel like we only have like maybe 3 or 4 songs that we like hit that we know by her, not songs that she's written. I'm talking about like performance songs. Okay. Like we could have got Tiara. Like I feel like if Carrie Hilson if they would have gave the same thing they gave to Tiara to Carrie Hilson, we could have Carrie Hilson Super Bowl performance. Because I feel like Tiara could do the Super Bowl. Oh, you tripping now.
I feel like
Tiara got hits.
Tiara could
go
like,
15 minutes.
I feel like if it was a joint, like I feel like I would. Tiara can do 15 minutes.
She would, yeah, because you know who would come out?
Who?
Missy Elliott.
Okay. Then I feel like it would be. I feel like it should be flipped. Then I feel like it should be a Missy Elliott, and then have Tiara pop out.
Okay, the point I was trying to make,
go ahead,
is that I just feel like Carrie Hilson and Tiara could have had like a similar career path.
Yes,
as an artist outside of songwriting.
I agree.
She would have continued to perform. That's all I'm saying. So I'm excited that Tank brought her on this tour.
Let's get back to the root. we were gonna go left with it.
Yeah, because I'm like, hold on now, because maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I do think Tiara can do a halftime show. Maybe not Super Bowl. She can do a Super Bowl halftime show. No, for sure. I'm not taking that back. Hell no. Stand on business around here.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I want to go to this Tank show too. But hopefully this means an album is coming out.
A Tank album?
Yeah. He's going to tour the last album?
He did just drop a new single. Like maybe he's got more in the vault.
I hope so. Not like I don't want to hear the old music, because I would love to go to a tour and hear him sing all the past stuff. But maybe that means that a new album is on the way. Tank?
Por si acaso? Maybe.
I mean, I hope so. I like Tank. I'm a Tank fan. I'm a Tank fan.
I almost.
See, I be in my.
As a married man.
Is he married?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went on his Instagram and I did some research.
Speaking of his Instagram, you know what's crazy?
What?
I've been seeing Victoria Monet. I'm not gonna say her baby daddy. Her boo. They share a child. I just think that term is so demeaning. Baby mama, baby daddy. I just think that's so demeaning. But anyway, Victoria Monet.
The father of her child.
No, Victoria Monet's significant other.
Her.
Boom!
You did that.
He's a trainer. Gaines by Gaines, and I've been seeing on Tank's page that he's getting trained by Gaines, and I'm like, okay, and they both got their shirts off.
Did you see Issa Rae's Prosecco, Via Rae? They did like this little content piece where they had people making cocktails using the Prosecco, and the first one that they did was with him.
Gaines.
With Gaines, and they had him making a French 75, which just so happens to be my favorite drink at the moment, and
what's that, like vodka and champagne?
Huh?
Isn't that like vodka and champagne?
It's a gin, Prosecco, simple syrup, and like lime juice.
Oh, sounds too fancy.
It's delicious. It's like a mimosa with a punch. It's delicious. And they had him making it shirtless. Like he ain't even say nothing, just like eye contact and like shaking stuff and stirring stuff. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
That's great. That's what I'm saying. I know he been training to Tank because
marketing.
They both had their shirts off. And they was I could tell you the whole workout right now. I was like, oh my God.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, they be marketing the hell out of some stuff with their clothes off. That is so crazy.
Shout out to Vicky. Shout out to Vicky. You know, allegedly they met through a video shoot. She needed a male in the video who the person that they had originally, I guess, dropped, and he happened to be like the backup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how they met.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Speaking of, guess what's certified platinum?
Hey.
Oh, my mama.
You know, some people were saying that they're tired of seeing her perform it. It's crazy as hell. They would have hated Tiara.
I can't stand a hater. Shout out to Victoria Monet. On My Mama is now certified platinum.
R&B only.
Yeah, you're more than deserving. Clap it up for you. I hope you had a nice celebration when you found out you and Gaines and baby Hazel. I'm talking about a family celebration.
So was I.
Make a bigger family. But yeah, she's more than deserving. All these Grammys she's won: Best New Artist, Best R&B Album, Best Engineered Album, Non-Classical. Like, she's just more than deserving. I'm happy to see her rise to the top. Like, I couldn't believe when I first heard Jaguar 1 that I was late. Like, on listening to her and finding out about her. I'm like, this is the same woman that's writing Ariana Grande's music? Like, how did I not know?
So much.
And I was just so mad that nobody else knew about it. I'm just looking around. I'm like, oh, nobody knows who Victoria Monet is?
It's crazy. Finally getting her flowers in due time.
2024.
Shout out to you,
Vicky.
We taking over one at a time.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm in Dade County mode for real. That is
so Miami right now.
I'm in Dade County mode for real.
Honestly.
I was so homesick too before I left. And then my first festival.
You got back and got your feel for it.
Ooh, because they was playing all the Miami classics. Let me tell you, Uncle Luke was in the house.
Did they have DJs in between the sets, or was it just
so
DJ
they had a different stage. Teacher Moses was also there. Okay. I forgot about her. Shout out to her. Be your girl. Don't know if you got it. What? Okay, so they had a separate stage, and then while they were setting up the production and stuff, the like bands and stuff for
a
DJ would play at that stage, and then the iMag would take over there, and so people were seeing what was going on at that stage.
Makes sense.
And then they'd bring it back. It was great, and those DJs was doing the damn thing.
Yeah,
for real.
Because
remember? Did I ever show you that video of? It was Cuff It, and it was like Miami DJs be like, and they
and how they do
and that's it. You know that they
talk in between the songs and make the lyrics.
That's like some Miami ass shit right there.
That's what they did with Nobody's Supposed to Be Here, Deborah Cox. That's where that came from.
Yeah,
bitch, I caught the bus.
Yeah,
but was the DJs playing No Guidance because they got 1 billion streams on Spotify.
That's
past 1 billion streams. I was trying to think of why. And that's Drake and Chris Brown's first and only song together. And I'm like, damn, did the Rihanna beef go that long where they didn't make no music together?
You think it's a Rihanna
What
beef?
else could it have been? Like, y'all are Drake hops on a song with anybody. Any song that's big, Drake get on it. Right?
Facts.
Every song
ride that wave. Yeah.
Every song Chris Brown has had that's huge. You telling me Drake didn't want to get on that?
Valid points are being made.
You know, so I just feel like all of a sudden, whatever happened, now they're on the song together, and they're just two of our generation's biggest artists, and I think that's why the song is just booming.
It's also just a great song. The video was cute too.
The video was great. I love the video. It's like 15 minutes long or 11. Something like that. It's long.
The video was cute,
but it was giving me like Michael Jackson feel.
You know,
storyline.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's what it is. But yeah, I just think it's them just being on a song together. It's just big. It came on the radio the other day, and I turned it up like, ooh. Trying for the next week. I'm like, I ain't heard this in a minute, even though I just heard it. It's like every time I hear it, it's like it's brand new. It just make you wanna. It just make you wanna learn the 8 count. And when Chris Brown is in the video doing the flick thing when you go to the side, yeah.
One more time, how it go?
I'm not gonna do it again.
She's a party pooper. Look. She's still gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it again. No, that is a great song. That is a great.
Yeah. So shout out to C Breezy and Drake for the 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Perform it at Dreamville Fest. What's up?
I'm sure he will. One of his biggest songs. It's a number 1. You was about to ask me a question.
I was going to ask you, going back to Dreamville Fest real quick, like what other songs do you feel like Chris Brown has to perform?
Has to
perform.
At a festival? I feel like Poppin' has to be on there.
That's my shit.
Poppin'.
That's my shit.
Deuces, Look at Me Now. Take You Down, Waterwall With You. Give me that. I feel like he should just go through like every album. No, the hit albums.
I
feel like he should just go through.
I gotta hear Sensational.
So yeah, he's for sure gonna do like that and like Call Me Every Day.
Okay,
his newer stuff, and then yeah, but I feel like he should just go through his albums and take out the hit and do those. Under the Influence, like the songs that he got like hella choreography too.
I need him to get like a 45-minute.
I need to see Chris Brown again. I haven't seen Chris Brown since I was probably like 21.
Damn. No, I mean it's been longer for me. So
yeah, like almost 10 years now, 9 years ago. So yeah, I need to see another Chris Brown show, and I feel like it'll be different now too. And his music is just totally different. And I love the way that he's like incorporating his old stuff and mixing it with the new stuff, like a mashup.
I'm Dreamville. You know what I'm saying?
Did we? I think I said SZA was on that day too, right? Okay, I'm hoping
this is the headliner.
Okay, yeah. I would be more excited to see Chris Brown, but I low-key want to go. Yeah,
I would be more excited to see Chris Brown than SZA. I've also seen SZA before, like more recently. Yeah, I would be more excited to see Chris Brown than SZA.
I know her tour did really well too, though.
It looks. I told you, I saw it on Apple TV. They have
oh yeah, you streamed it.
It's really good.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna watch it because I've only seen bits and clips of it. I haven't seen it all the way through.
And then Kendrick Lamar also has his show from in Paris of this latest album, the Morale. What is it? The Morale.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
That.
Yeah, I went to that show.
You went?
For my birthday. It was on my birthday in LA.
That's fire.
So it was. Yeah,
that's fire. They have that on. I want to say, was it Prime? I think
Amazon
it's on Prime. Yeah. From his show in Paris, they was turned up.
That's cool. I think Chris Brown and Drake deserve another collaboration. If No Guidance is gonna do that, y'all should put out they should do a collaboration album. The way Chris Brown and Tyga used to do. Yeah, and the way Chris Brown and Tyga used to do. They both do collaboration albums. So why don't y'all get in the studio, cook up, and give us like 11 to 13 tracks
maximum
of collaboration.
Maximum 13 maximum, and no
get
deluxe.
Us in trouble.
No deluxe.
You can have a deluxe, and the deluxe can have like 5 songs.
Oh, you better than me.
5,
Shit.
you know. I mean, I did it. Renaissance got 16 songs, so.
But Renaissance, those transitions are fall off the bone tender, let me tell you. Those transitions from just seamlessly from
that's why I say 11 to 13.
Just so
like, just make it make sense, you know? Make it make sense. Make it be like a project.
Renaissance, there are a couple albums that I like, even if I'm listening to a song off of the album, like on a playlist or something, my mind immediately goes to whatever the next song is. And Renaissance is definitely one of those.
And that's why I want the live album, because now my mind automatically goes to what she did next on the tour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I want the live one. But it's just crazy how we hear music like that. Because a lot of, when I go to shows and stuff too, like even when we perform, if I hear a song out that's in a show that I've watched or in my set, I hear it the way we perform it. I hear it the way Jabari ad-libs over it, and it's just crazy the way music does that to your mind.
Yeah, for sure.
It's forever ingrained the way you hear
There are certain songs that y'all play on tour that I can't hear without
hearing
like
us
the girls that get it. Like there are certain songs that I just hear Tiara and Jabari in their little
ad-libbing on
their ad-libs. Yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
Crazy how songs do that to you. They just take you back to your favorite time or your most memorable time of you hearing it. But
you know what I'd also love?
What?
I'd also love to be able to kick back on my couch and watch the Renaissance movie at home, but I don't know.
I would too. I'm gonna keep saying it till we get it. But we did see girl was taking her manila envelope to the girl at Netflix. Remember I told you they zoomed in?
Yeah, so but now they she P-E to the T-T-Y. Now it's probably not happening. Now she's probably like, now you gotta wait even longer.
Nah, we gonna get it. Trust and believe. Fingers crossed. Let us know in the comments if you want that live album. And let us know in the comments right now, what's your favorite New Edition song? Because guess what's happening?
They are being inducted into the NAACP. Damn, I don't know why I was going to say
NAACP.
NAACP Awards Hall of Fame this week. They're going to join previous inductees, including Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Little Richard, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Elements, baby.
Yeah, that's a good roster to be.
Yeah, big facts.
To be on there with. New Edition is deserving though. They still going hard right now.
Big facts.
Literally, my auntie I'm not gonna say her age, but she's older than me, and I'm turning 30. And she went to see New Edition this week by herself for her birthday.
Period. Go ahead, auntie.
And I'm sure she was still in there. Candy, like they be singing that song. Girl. And when those songs came out, they was like adolescent. Yeah. And these grown women still be in there screaming for these men. Like Ralph Tresvant, they still be screaming for this man like it's 1985.
Crazy as hell.
Still, but
what's your favorite New Edition song?
Probably it's between Mr. Telephone Man and If It Isn't Love. Because it's just a classic and it has choreography.
Why do you feel?
It's just a classic. Everybody knows that. You turn that song on, everybody gonna start dancing.
Shout out to the best man, Holiday.
How are you going?
Can you stand the rain? I have to. Oh.
Did you like the New Edition story on BT?
I did.
That was like one of my favorite.
Absolutely, that's
things
the one that
BET ever did.
What's his name?
Everybody's in.
Short, homie off of, what is he in? Power or Kane? What is he in?
Raising Power Book 2.
Power Book 2.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now.
Woody?
He played Bobby Brown.
Isn't it Woody?
Yeah, he played Bobby Brown, and then he went off to do the Bobby Brown story too.
Right.
I think that was like one of BET's best productions ever. Giving New Edition a story and then giving Bobby Brown the spinoff. That was great. I love that movie.
Kudos.
I sat there and watched both parts.
Big facts.
And I was just
I might watch that tonight.
Yeah. I was just so like into the story. I'm like, I had no idea. First of all, I didn't know they was from Boston. I had no idea black folks lived in Boston until I swear. Because when you think about Boston, what do you think about?
Racist.
Okay, that's not what I'm thinking.
I'm tripping. I think of like the Boston Celtics
Tea Party,
like,
Boston Celtics. Exactly. Like you think of Massachusetts. I just didn't know that Boston had a hood where people like this came from. I had no idea. So watching the story, it just opened my mind up. And I was just educated on Boston's Black history. Because I really had no idea. I'm not even trying to be funny. I was just ignorant to the fact that Boston had Black history. I had no idea. So to know that one of the biggest, boy groups of our time, well, not my time, they time, came from
your auntie
Boston.
Gonna be on your head.
My auntie's in a whole other generation from me. She is not tripping. Love you, auntie. Happy birthday. But just to know that they came from Boston and they inspired so many people, it was good to watch, and it felt good. It was heartwarming. I definitely cried watching that.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
Great.
But just know Bobby Brown is still on tour pushing. I've seen the videos from my auntie's
He's
phone.
on tour?
Yeah. They're doing a residency right now in Vegas, and I think they extended it. So they're all on it. So even Johnny Gill is there too. So they do all of them, and then Johnny Gill comes out, and then they like break off and do their solo stuff. And Bobby Brown is still up there pushing. He don't do it. He not hitting it as hard as them. But
he out there. He doing what he can.
Yeah.
I was this is completely off topic, but I was rewatching Waiting to Exhale on my flight.
That's not off topic. Bobby Brown.
That was my connection. That was my connection.
Transition.
It worked. It worked for me. It worked for me. If you know, you know. If you
real ones know.
If you know,
I need
you
some
know.
Sunglasses.
I was rewatching because I just saw Babyface. That's one of my favorite soundtracks.
Right. Yeah.
That Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. I had to rewatch it, and rewatching it as an adult just hit different because woo.
Yeah, because it's different when you go.
Goodness gracious.
And you've been through something.
Angela Bassett, that scene where she's clearing out his, all right.
It's different.
All right.
That's back when soundtracks used to be different, though. I remember when movie soundtracks, first of all, the movie would be produced by like whatever big producer was out, like you're saying right now, Waiting to Exhale was produced by Babyface, but the music was actually in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, remember when the Black Panther soundtrack came out? It was fire.
Yeah.
You go watch the movie, none of those songs are in the movie.
It was.
No, one song.
No,
yes.
There were snippets. It's just not very long.
It wasn't in the movie like it was back in the day. Like all of the stars played during the credits. As big as that song was, you would have thought it was like in the biggest part of the movie. It was in the credits.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Like Shoop is in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's part of the movie. Like you hear that song and you think of a scene.
He played that song during his set, Babyface. He was like, this was a song that I wrote for one of the,
now
it was great.
That's a movie score right there.
For sure.
That Fighting Temptations.
I love a good soundtrack.
Me too. I was just about to ask you, what's your favorite one?
Outside of Waiting to Exhale, I think Love and Basketball has a really good soundtrack.
You know what else? Who else has one that's just totally random? Big Mama's House.
That one does not come to mind. I don't remember the last
Bounce With
song.
Me by Bow Wow
is on there.
Yes. The song was made for that movie.
Let Me Hold You.
Really?
Oh, Marion is another one like Ray J that can really tour for the rest of his life, for sure.
Yes. You see what he did with the Millennium Tour? Oh, Marion is
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I
need some new music by Omarion. Matter of fact, did anything drop this week?
We had a couple things that dropped this week. Friday dropped a really emotional song.
He had a parent pass away.
Yeah,
right?
his father.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think I knew that going into the song. Mm-hmm. It was so hard for me to listen to.
It's emotional.
I couldn't get through the whole thing. It's emotional. Once I started listening to the verse, like my eyes started getting heavy, and I'm like, no.
Yeah,
because certain songs like they make me think about my family, and I'm like, no, I don't want to think about like my parents not being here right now. But I felt for him in that song. Like I could feel
Without
every
You.
Single emotion from that song. It's a good song.
And he already has such a like. His voice is just
you can feel it.
Yeah. Shout out to Friday.
You can feel all the pain in his voice.
We also have Tank and Fabulous. They dropped a new song before we get started.
I like that song.
The video is cute too.
I haven't seen the video.
Video's cute.
I like the song. I like that Fabulous is on it because I literally just saw Jay Valentine and Tank talking about this on the R&B Money podcast. How they were saying like they think Fabulous is like as far as hip hop and R&B features go, he's like the greatest of all time. Wait, what happened? What did I do?
Oh, my stomach was mumbling. I'm hungry.
Oh, snap. I'm like, oh, did I say something wrong? Oh,
no.
I'd be having to think about what I said. But no, they were just talking about how Fabulous is like one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time to like feature R&B music. And his songs do like have the best R&B features ever. I think I would put him in the top 2. So I was happy to see him on there.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I didn't really like his verse, but I was happy to see him on the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Four Bats has a Drake remix. Like we were just saying, Drake gonna hop on whatever's hot, baby.
Whatever. And he might even just sign you.
Cause he did. Oh, actually, let me pull up the tweet.
Yeah, because
tell y'all exactly what he was signed
to. They've been talking about Four Bats is now signed to OVO. Mm-hmm. And I would love to know the ins and outs of this deal because all I've been reading is, slick comments on Twitter talking about how that he about to be back there with
You have now been promoted to one of elite employees.
He's gonna be in there making. They said he's gonna be in there making OVO sweatshirts with Roy Woods. That's messed up. Now I hope this deal is solid.
So,
what is it?
Four Bats has signed a license agreement with OVO for one EP. One EP. And he's just going to be able to trickle music into the marketplace and continue to develop with no pressure to make an album. So he signed for one EP.
So an EP could literally be 2 to 3 songs.
Literally. Yeah.
I mean,
but again, this man has, now 4 songs out, 10 million followers on Spotify.
And now
a Drake
song
co-sign.
with remix, right? A song that has a Drake on the remix. Co-sign and your sign. So
that's nuts.
Let's see how many followers he gets in the next week.
That's
I want to check next
nuts.
week how many followers he has.
Nuts.
I mean, but shout out to you.
Yeah.
Get your money, man.
That song is cute. I like it.
Well, Mike Epps said that's in the Bible. Get your money, man. That's a scripture.
Flo also dropped a new song called Walk Like This.
Yeah. I like the song.
I like it too. Yeah. I like Flo. Yeah, I like Flo. I think they're real cute.
Yeah, I like the concept of them and what they stand for. Mm-hmm. So I'm here for Flo. I like the song. It's a nice little bopper. I like it's a way to like be grown, but not like they're still very subliminal with it. So I like the music.
Read between the lines. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff that dropped this week. As always, you can find all the best new R&B music by going to new.rnbonly.com. I almost blanked. new.rnbonly.com. Subscribe so that you can get all the best new R&B sent right your way every Friday.
Every Friday.
I'll be
like the cat on the meme.
Yeah, exactly that. You get me.
I'll be right here. And make sure y'all hit rnbonly.com/calendar to get y'all's tickets to the R&B Only live shows. And we got some festivals coming up. Make sure y'all get them tickets.
Be sure to hit like, subscribe. Stay tuned for that QTNA from Jazz in the Gardens because it's going to be star-studded.
Star-studded.
It's going to be star-studded.
Star-studded. What's your name, girlfriend?
I'm Jovy E.
And my name is Tiara Monique. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the R&B Only show. We'll see y'all next week.
R&B only.